Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Enrique. This is Skull Drawings. Skull Drawings, a channel entirely dedicated to drawing skull tattoos, skull things like that. I'm going to go over how to draw a skull kind of octopus tattoo. And yeah, that's kind of it really. And I'm going to be using this Portfolio Aqua Sketch. It's a 6B. It's really probably just like a regular 6B pencil. Now, if you want, I'm gonna have little stuff. I'm sorry about that. I'm kind of losing my mind here. Starting with a kind of circle pattern for the sketch, and I'm putting again just kind of very softly, barely touching the paper almost. And I'm gonna have a perspective of like you're looking down on this skull, you know. So I'm going to have tentacles kind of up there, really thinking about looking down on the skull. And I want the tentacles to really, like I said, stick out the side, be very noticeable. It even look like it's grabbing onto the arm in question. If it was like something on the arm. But very soft, and using the side as well. So I have a very vague kind of tracing there, right? Very vague. What I want to do now is I want to take the side of my pencil as well, and I want to start filling in specifically the eyes. Eyes and the nose, because they're very easy targets to fill in. And they're going to be squished toward the bottom here because I want to look, I'm going to be looking at the top of the skull. I really want to get that across. If you're looking down on the skull, you're probably going to see the open area right here where behind the zygomatic arch. Top of the head. And it's just something you kind of have to force your brain to really, look at it. Well, everything in you is going to be really want to look right at the front of the skull. It's going to make you want to draw the front of it. But don't be fooled by that. Pull things up shorter. And I'm finding the dark shadows here, when you're doing this, like a tattoo design, you're thinking about what it's going to look like on the arm, Sometimes you'll position it a certain way. If it was on, like, let's say an arm or whatever, or back or anything. Like in this one, for some reason, I'm thinking arm. I'm trying to pull a lot of things, like tentacles. I'm going to be pulling them downward. Kind of give some perspective, and I'm only working with the darks. If you work systematically that way, it makes it much easier. I don't know if I'm going to stick another tentacle out up there. I might. And I think I have a decent framework for the darks. I'm gonna start actually using the tip of my pencil here to refine the edges. You know what I mean? I want to refine the edges and darken up some of these patterns that I've put in, these shapes that I put in. And I'm going to give a mean look, because you want this to be a little bit stylized with being a tattoo. So he's going to have kind of a furrow there, even though obviously if you're a skull, you don't really furrow. And going right here as well to the nasal cavity. Putting some furrow in the kind of like this is wrinkles in the kind of forehead. Gives it some character. Go to here. Gonna see where the zygomatic arch connects to the face. And being real careful with that. Skulls can be really enjoyable to draw. Almost addicting, They're very they're just cool, and they're relatively easy to learn to draw. I think to start off with, you can learn them pretty quick. I think pretty exciting for, like I said, tattoos, things like that. It symbolizes so much, the life, death, that kind of thing. Going over here, refining this shape. Going over to the tentacle here. Before I do, I'm going to go back to the top of the head. People always undercut the brain there, so make sure to not undercut that. Put enough skull there to house the brain, because a lot of people make the skull small. And I want to make this tentacle look like it's connecting. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to grab my eraser, which I have right next to me. going to make it come right out of the skull itself. And sit easy. And try to make it look like it fits in there. I'll put some like slight wrinkling on the tentacle. Make it look more organic, you know? Do the same thing over here. The face a little bit more so it looks correct. And let me continue on this for a little bit, and we'll get back to it. So what I'm going to go into is I'm going to go into his teeth and try to straighten those out and make them black. I'm going to try to make them appear as if they're colored black, and then leave a small bit for shine sticking out. And that's pretty much the end of the demo. I appreciate you guys watching. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'd really appreciate it if you let me know. And we'll pick it up next time. Thanks.